Hello and welcome to Thaiger Bites. I'm Jay, this is Tim, and in Thaiger Bites is where we get to address your feedback and comments from our shows on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and the Thaiger Talk Forum. As you can see, we're here in the veranda with our coffee culture.
New flavors, Brazilian kick.
My favorite is the Brazilian kick. Now they've got some amazing flavors. You can find your roast coffee at coffeeculture.asia, whether it's Robusta, Arabica, organic, green, whatever you like.
Or honey espresso.
That's right, honey espresso. Type in the code THETIGER, camera switch, for a 10% discount at checkout.
We should explain that we're on the balcony of our offices.
That's
and we're
right.
Overlooking Asok Road, there in the distance.
Yes.
And it's a public holiday today. It's the substitute holiday for King Chulalongkorn Memorial Day, and so the traffic isn't as bad as usual. Usually there'd be quite a lot of congestion going in that direction, and the congestion is going in that direction at night. So yeah, it's public holiday traffic today, so not much problem getting around Bangkok.
Right. Let's get on with it. My first comment today is from Bri Udon, or Briadon, who says, "What's this talk of bullying? If I am with a bunch of mates and haven't been insulted in the first 5 minutes, I think there is something wrong. And if I get a compliment, I think they are taking the piss." Briadon, I love your sense of humor and your friend's sense of humor. That's exactly how I am with my friends. And I feel like if you're really close to someone and if you had that, value those relationships where you can make fun of each other and be mean to each other and without malice and just like, you know, be joyful and have a great time, because that's what friendship's all about. If you can't tease your mate, you know, what's the point?
This is after some comments from a gentleman called Steve Austin, who I figure is from the United States, who took some of my jesting with Jay very seriously and said that I'd be sacked if I was in an office in the United States. So thank you very much. Hopefully we've addressed that issue.
Well, we're in Thailand, what can we do?
David Donnelly says jet in relation to Jet Gunther, who presents our Thailand News Today program. He says, "A little sartorial colour, please. No more white button-down shirts, please. Whilst not suggesting you emulate the typical Farang Hawaiian shirt focus of Tim, nor Jay's lumberjack look, though Jay's gone for the tropical today.
Yeah, the lumberjack will be back. Please
consider wearing some loose, bright coloured shirts." So some very good advice from David regarding Jet's wardrobe, which I think includes about 3 shirts.
Yeah, that's true. Talking about shirts, I've got a comment here from Harlan's World who says, "These shirts aren't you." I'm guessing the shirts that we were wearing yesterday. He says, "We need lumberjack shirts and flower shirts back." Well, I've got birds. You've got leaves?
Tropical Hawaiian
shirts. So yeah, Harlan's, hashtag lumberjacks matter, hashtag bring back the plaid. I will be back with more lumberjack shirts next week.
The Wu-Tang Life wrote to us and said, "No alcohol, no bars open, no nightlife."
Sorry.
No, why are you kicking me under the table?
I've got a cramp.
Oh, no tourists. Can I read that one again?
Yes.
He said, the Wu-Tang Life said, "No alcohol, no bars open, no nightlife, no tourists. How's your cramp?"
It's okay. I went to play football for the first time yesterday.
Oh,
and I'm in a lot of pain.
These are the office games?
Yes, yeah. So we've just...
They are violent.
Yeah, we've just joined a new office, as you already know, who've been following us in Bangkok, and they invited us for a friendly kickabout.
It's not friendly.
Just within the office.
People end up in hospital and... it's been rough, those games.
Not inside the office, by the way.
You're playing soccer?
Office members. Yes. Football, yes.
Aerial ping pong?
We were playing football.
So Wu-Tang Life, yeah, he's basically saying unless things get back to normal and the bars are open and people can drink freely, then there's going to be no tourists. I think you might be surprised. People will start coming back to the country, although, of course, they're not going to come back in the numbers we may be used to, and some of the things you've addressed will slowly fix up over the next couple of months.
Yep. All right, here's a comment from RS, who says, "To the guy who said he is afraid of mosquitoes, lemongrass is a great retardant. against mosquitoes. Also, it has the female mosquitoes that suck your blood. Damn bloody itches.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you'd smell like lemongrass, though, which I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing.
Lemongrass is all right. Lemongrass is actually very commonly used in Thailand. It's considered as a good smell. They even make, what's it called, room refresheners and stuff in lemongrass.
Yeah, but you can go to a 7-Eleven or Family Mart, and the spray stuff they have there is...
Oh, yes.
It works very, very well, and
Yeah.
it's got a citrus smell, so... yeah, if you take precautions, you will avoid most mosquito bites.
Or come be in the city.
Now, talking about reopening, of course, the only way that Thailand is going to be successfully reopened is if people can fly here.
Okay.
And we got quite a few messages last night about the Australian airline Qantas, stroke Jetstar, that's their budget airline, announcing yesterday that, and Gemmell sent us this note saying, Qantas announced today that it will be resuming flights from Sydney to Bangkok starting on January the 14th. So we're going to get a whole lot of messages from people. Oh, there's a something being lowered to the ground from a great big crane next door to us.
This is cool.
You can't see what we're seeing, so sorry about that.
This is cool for me because I'm an island boy. I'm not used to living in the city, having these tall skyscrapers, so everything's like quite surreal for me.
Yeah, just don't step off the balcony. It's a
I've told just don't lean. Just
long
don't lean.
way to the ground. So we're going to get a lot of messages from people saying, hey, we can come back to Thailand, our airline has resumed flights, and keep those messages coming in and we'll pass them on. The interesting thing though will be at what cost, because we expect that some of those air ticket costs will be higher than in the past, certainly because we're coming up into November, December, which is the traditional high season.
Right. Next comment from PM. Could it be the PM himself?
Prayut Chan-o-cha does watch Thaiger Bites every day.
Yep. The PM says...
Hello, Prayut.
Hello, General. The PM says, in Sandbox just now, visa paperwork was a bit of a pain, but from first few days back here, it is well worth it.
Yep, and that's why we live here. Because,
some positive news about the Sandbox, yeah.
Sure.
It's definitely the PM. He's disguised.
Sure, and we don't mind the PM trolling us, but just use the name Prayut.
Yeah.
Don't say PM, we know who you are.
We welcome you to the show.
Michael Martin says it's beyond asinine to throw people in jail for selling or drinking alcohol out of fear, in capital letters, that someone might get infected by COVID-19. Well, the reason that this third wave started, and it's arguably, you could argue quite easily that the third wave would have started at some time anyway, but it kicked off from bars and nightclubs that were serving alcohol in the Tonglo and Ekamai area. Two clubs in particular where two big clusters developed, and that sort of kicked off the third wave in Thailand. Yes, you're probably right, it would have happened anyway, the Delta virus, the Delta variant being very contagious, but that's why there was the fear of alcohol connected with COVID-19.
Right, my next comment is from Starchild Uni. Hold on, everyone. Here's his comment. Tim is cut. Look at that chest definition.
I think you're getting cut confused with man boobs. I'm not particularly cut. I'm allowed to have man boobs at my age. You're not. What's your excuse?
Touche.
Oh no, sorry, that's bullying. I'm not allowed to say that.
Why are you bullying me? Anyways, my last comment for today.
Why did you go to an Italian accent?
I was trying to
Why
go.
bully me?
I was trying to go for a Russian one. I got to work on my accent.
All your accents end up sounding like somebody from Israel. I don't know
bullying.
why.
That's another form of bullying.
Okay.
Just never stops with them. How many comments do you have?
I got plenty, so let me go to Lee Hughes. Hi Lee. Says, is there any science that supports being easier to catch COVID with a beer in your hand? We sort of addressed that with the other comment that usually when you think about alcohol, you're thinking about people getting together, enjoying themselves. So that is the connection. It's not the alcohol itself, it's just what people are doing when they're having alcohol and perhaps letting their guard down a bit, getting in close contact with people. Maybe the mask comes off. So that's the connection. I get your cynicism, but the reason for the connection is because of the alcohol has been connected with a lot of the clusters. Thank you, Lee.
Okay, here we go. Last comment here from Bill C, who says, "Frack
Bill.
is a word invented by the TV show
Frack?
Yeah, frack. F-R-A-C-K. It's a show invented by the TV show Battlestar Galactica to replace the F word." Now, I have heard of Battlestar Galactica, never watched it. I'm not sure about the word frack as well. I mean, it could just be something else. Have you ever watched it?
I watched the old series back in the early 1980s, maybe. They had Lawn Green in it. One of those motorbikes. Now I'm just thinking, I can't even sort of think it was set in an alternative universe, or it was Earth people who were somewhere and fighting the Cylons, I think they were. But I don't know if the invention of the word frack came from Battlestar Galactica. I'm not sure if they were thinking that in, I don't know, 30th century Earth that we were using frack to replace the F word. Anyway, thank you for your suggestion.
Is Battlestar Galactica like a bad version of Star Trek?
No. It's sort of a. Don't ask me, because it's a long time since I saw the old series.
Apologize any fanboys of Battlestar Galactica.
There
Please
was
let
a
me
new
know.
series. Would you get your great big thick stumps out of the way?
Yeah, my bad. It's a bit compact here.
I'm bullying you again.
Bully, why are you bullying me?
Jessica Anderson said, Jet is like an evil puppet master trying to get the comment section all riled up. Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
He's an evil puppet master. Coughing in real time because we're not editing this. Loganberry, this is a long one. Are you ready?
Loganberry.
Most countries are using Chinese vaccines without any issues.
China.
That includes Sri Lanka, UAE, Cambodia, Indonesia, African countries, as well as Latin American countries. Some quarters of Thai society, media, as well as individuals in the medical field have been spreading rumours to undermine Chinese vaccines since the beginning of the vaccination program. That is the feelings of Logan Berry about Sinovac. I think somewhere between what he's saying and what's actually coming out in a lot of the comments with the anti-Chinese propaganda is somewhere where we'd find the truth. So thank you, Logan Berry, for your comments.
Right, thank you, Logan Berry.
And that is all I have.
And that is all I have as well.
We should mention
yes.
that we talked about this in Good Morning Thailand. This piece of paper is the Bible for re-entry from November the 1st in Thailand.
This is the way.
You are either going to be fully vaccinated and from one of 46 countries, or you're going to be fully vaccinated but not from one of those 46 countries, or you're unvaccinated, and this is what you'll be able to do to come back into Thailand.
That's right.
And you can find this at thetiger.com.
Right, all inclusive. Yep, those are all the comments for today. We hope you've enjoyed the episode.
Thank you, Coffee Culture, for your lovely coffee.
That's right.
Sitting here on the balcony, keeping warm.
Click the link in the description or type in Thaiger as a code at checkout for 10% discount. And that's right, those are all the comments for today. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Today is a public holiday. It is King Chulalongkorn's Memorial Day.
It's the day he died in 1910. He was Rama V.
Yes, he was.
Popularized in the movie The King and I, as when he was portrayed as Prince Chulalongkorn under King Mongkut, who was Rama IV.
Wow.
Getting to know you, getting to know. I'm singing the songs from The King and I. Would you like to join in?
Sure.
Getting to know all about you. Good.
Right. And that's it. That's all we have for the show today. We hope you've enjoyed it. Have a great Friday. Have even a better weekend. And we'll see you on Monday.